Welcome back to NFL Recap and Rumors, and welcome to Day 6 of our Trade Predictions mini-series, where we talk about one player each day and discuss the top 4 landing spots for that player via trade. If you haven't seen Days 1 through 5, I suggest you go check them out. You can find that in our playlist along with this. And with that out of the way, let's kick Day 6 off. Today we're talking about Trent Williams, the Washington Redskins offensive tackle. So he held out last year with the intentions of getting traded. He didn't want to play for Washington, and I don't think there's any reason for Washington to not try and trade him. He's still a good offensive tackle, but they need to get him out of here because it seems like they're a rebuilding team, and Williams doesn't want to stay, so you have to try to get him out of there. And I think this is one of the most likely players to get traded this offseason. So I think there's quite a few good landing spots. So we're going to talk about the top 4 landing spots for Trent Williams in a trade. First team we have on here is going to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So they don't have a great offensive line, but they have a good passing game. So they need an offensive line to protect Tom Brady so he can throw the ball to Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Cameron Brate, and O.J. Howard. So I think they would make a play here for Trent Williams so he can protect Tom Brady and they can make a deep playoff run with Tom Brady taking snaps. I think this is definitely likely so they can get a good pass protector. Next up, we have the Cleveland Browns. So they got Jack Conklin. I think that was a good move, but they still have a hole at their other offensive tackle. They're still a good team, but their offensive line, especially that one other offensive tackle position, could definitely use a good offensive tackle to help protect Baker Mayfield so he can throw the ball to Jarvis Landry, and if OBJ stays, then also OBJ, and new addition Austin Hooper. I think that this makes sense for them to try and fill that hole. Next up, we have the Miami Dolphins. So they have a good amount of cap space, so they'd be able to take on Trent Williams, and they have so many holes that they could fill that you kind of have to put them on here. I think it's definitely a possibility for them to try and go after Trent Williams to protect their rookie quarterback, because I think they're going to draft a rookie quarterback like Tua or Justin Herbert, and whoever they end up drafting needs to be protected, which is why I think it makes sense for them to go out and try and trade for Trent Williams. To close off this list, we have the Minnesota Vikings. So they don't have a great offensive line. I don't think it's super likely just because they don't have the money to do it. I think there's definitely a possibility that it happens, but the money's the issue here. I think if maybe they trade away Anthony Harris and then they might have some room to work with, but I don't think that it's super realistic that they get Trent Williams unless they decide we are going to do everything possible to get Trent Williams. But I still think that that's a possibility because, they can clear some cap space. I don't think Anthony Harris is coming back to the Vikings. So if he gets traded, then you have some cap space to work with. But it's still a possibility. I just don't think it's super likely. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe down below to make sure you don't miss any more upcoming content. And be sure to check back over the next few days as we'll be doing more NFL trade predictions videos on players who could get traded this offseason. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.